This is Tom, Negotiating with Jesus. I'm going to do a guitar video, but right away I want to tell you, go to the building blocks of rock for guitar. This video will not satisfy you unless you're just wanting to do beginner things and not be a guitar god. If you want to be Eddie Van Halen or AC/DC, or you want to do something spectacular, I don't want to hear you crying on the comment section. That's 6 minutes I'll never get back. So there it is, 35 seconds you'll never get back. Go to building blocks of rock for guitar. It is a fantastic intermediate players channel. The guy's great. He's brand new. He's maybe 6 months. Fantastic. So I just tuned up. So one of the things that I want to tell you is tune up every time you play. That should be some kind of habit. And then you can, hear how nice everything sounds when it's in tune. So I'm not going to do a good view. A lot of people, and on building blocks of rock, they do a nice view with the camera looking down as your own eyes do. We're looking down on the strings. You're going to have to be able to see the guitar kind of as if you're watching a performer, not as if you're looking at your own guitar strings. So whatever. That's the way I'm going to do mine. So I'm going to do basic videos, and I just want to tell you the exercises I do, some theory, and how to become an average player. So an average player has to learn how to get to a chord rather quickly, so that when you're playing a song, you can have a rhythm, and you can switch in a timely manner to another chord. You have to get your fingers to know chords. You have to know how to get between chords. So my contention is that you need to learn the C, which is played on the 5th string, the 4th string, and the 2nd string. The 1st and 3rd string are open. You need to learn how to get to this chord, a C. And you can always have your thumb muting out that E string on top, because your thumb should always be kind of hanging out, ready to do the work of not playing strings. The muting thumb it's a pro tip. And when you're playing other chords like the G, in the actual pro or worship leader style, in which it's not the beginner chord, the worship leaders don't use a B. The B isn't that great. It doesn't add great sound. It's better to have just G's and D's. Now again, you use your middle finger, that fleshy part of your finger, to mute what would have been a B note. You don't have to worry about this 5th string, A. And you want the fleshy part of your finger to mute it. So you're always thinking about the strings you don't want to play, and the strings you do want to play. That becomes an actual thing. So my thumb is being used on the C, which you also use this technique of playing a C where you add a D. The string I don't want to play. Now you notice on the D chord, that 3rd ring finger on the D 2nd string, you keep it there for the C chord, the G chord, and the D chord. So this is a trick. When you get very familiar with your guitar, you find that there are things you can do which make it very easy for you to be proficient. So learning 3 chords, the D, the C, and the G, and using this little trick for the C and the G. So this you could learn to you'd practice the C to the G. So you're just playing the 5th and 4th strings, and then to the 6th string, and muting out the 5th string. It's something you could do for an extended period and start getting familiar with how to change chords in a timely fashion. Get your fingers trained. That's almost the whole game. Okay, so then I do little exercises, but I'm always practicing chords because every song has chords. The G, the C, and the D, I've done this before. I'm going to do it again. An E minor and an A minor will come in later. I like my thumb to be ready to mute strings I don't want. So that's the basic lesson. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, going back to the basics. C, D, and G chords. The pro kind of way to play them is keeping your D ring finger stays there forever. You can use it for almost anything. Anyway, G, C, and D. That is all.